work. What a strange device.
Finally here, on the doorstep of Divinity. Merits a word, doesn't it? After all, only one of us can become the new Divine. But don't worry, I won't stand in your way. From the moment you came back for me on that ship, I knew you were special. You've proven it time and again.
She kisses you on the cheek.
You will be the new Divine. I will remain myself. All I ever wanted, really.
So this is the ancient academy of the Eternals.
The Voidwoken rears its head as you approach, its beady eyes looking past you. You glance over your shoulder and see Fane staring at it, transfixed.
You.
The Voidwoken hisses as Fane approaches. It calls him traitor, but it calls him brother too. Fane's drive to uncover the universe's secret saw the Eternals cast into the void. His hubris saw his people turned into Voidwoken. But the Voidwoken offers him a chance to redeem himself, to rejoin his people. If he accepts the God King's covenant, all will be forgiven. The Voidwoken claims that the Eternals can return to this world, that Fane can be home again. The skeleton looks back at you.
I'm sorry, brother. I cannot see this land destroyed just so we can rebuild our more imperfect world. I have a new home now.
Very well, traitor. Side with your mortal pets. Share their fate.
A Voidwoken stares intently at you. This creature seems different. It sways with a sinewy purpose. Intelligence glints in its eyes.
Step back, Hanola. The time of mortals draws to a close. We have returned to claim what is ours. We have returned to claim the world. We are not the void, mortal. We are of the world. You are of the void. When we were banished, you were made. You owe your entire existence to us. You owe us everything. We were betrayed by the seven usurpers. They took our powers and used them to create you. They sent us to the void and thought we'd never return. They were wrong. And now they will face the wrath of the king. You left us no choice. We had no other tools. We shall return, and then we shall cast out the void. Do not resist us. We shall be who we once were, and the world shall be restored to what it was before we were betrayed. Because of that betrayal, you exist. Because of what was stolen from us, you exist. Because of the powers we lost, you exist. We will have them back. But we will not fight your husk, mortal. The time will come when the thieving coward inside of you must step out. If it can still walk. You shall end then.
What you were told hangs in the air like a noxious cloud. The Voidwoken were Eternals, robbed of their source in order to create you. They allied themselves with the Void so they could return.
Suddenly, it all makes sense. Folks will do anything to survive. Who could blame them?
My people. What have they done to you? This cannot stand. You must be restored.
I can understand their anger if not their methods. Revenge should be exact, not indiscriminate.
The spirit of a lizard is seated before you. weeping profusely. She looks up at you, moist-eyed.
God-woken? Can it be true? Am I dead?
Of course, your hand passes right through her. You back away and shrug awkwardly. The spirit's expression changes in an instant, utterly composed and thoroughly unimpressed.
I applaud your empathy, Godwoken, but that was the most ungainly display I've borne witness to in a long time. Time for one last lesson in finesse, I think. I'll have my work cut out for me with you. True finesse requires dedication, however. Sacrifice. In order to receive my aid, some other area of study must suffer a little. Your wits, I believe. Do you wish to proceed? It is done. I hope it helps, Godwoken. The world needs someone like you.
The spirit of a dwarf gives you an incongruously cheery smile, given his circumstances.
Who do we have here? A new Godwoken. Why, what a pleasure it is to meet you. Just what was that? Have you made no effort at all on developing your constitution? You're about as charming as a dog with worms. A lesson is in order, I think. An emergency lesson. If you wish, I can do what I can to bolster your limp charms. Be warned, though. There's an opportunity cost in self-improvement. What you gain in constitution will likely be lost from elsewhere. Intelligence, I would assume.
The spirit of a lizard is seated before you, weeping profusely. She...
Godwoken? Can it be true? Am I dead?
The mask of sorrow slips away from the spirit's expression in an instant. It is replaced by one of utter composure and elegance. The spirit applauds you.
Excellent, Godwoken. You showed true finesse in your actions. What I would have given to have had you as a pupil previously. But perhaps there's still time for one last lesson. True finesse requires dedication, however. Sacrifice. In order to receive my aid, some other area of study must suffer a little. Your wits, I believe. Do you wish to proceed?
The spirit's composure gives way to a flash of anger. She spits out a name.
Lucian. Our finest pupil, the Divine himself, came to us here under the guise of friendship. Then at this very table, he poisoned us. Oh, I won't pretend to know why. The Divine answers to no one. Either way, he seemed intent on sabotaging the path of his successors. But now you are here, Godwoken. And that means there's still hope. Will you accept my help? It is done. I hope it helps, Godwoken. The world needs someone like you.
The spirit of a dwarf gives you an
Who do we have here? A new Godwoken. Why, what a pleasure it is to meet you. Just what was that? Have you made no effort at all on developing your constitution? You're about... A lesson is in order, I think. An emergency lesson. If you wish, I can do what I can to bolster your... Be warned, though. There's an opportunity cost in self-improvement. Consider it done. Good luck.
The spirit of a dwarf woman scowls at you like you dealt her some grave insult while she was alive.
Godwoken, you have no right to be here. Leave!
The spirit sighs and
Terrible. It is you who is lacking authority. Godwoken. A lesson is in order, Now, I may be able to steal you a little more in preparation for the trials to come. Improving your authority will cause your strength to suffer, however. That is the cost of molding yourself into a true leader. Do you accept? A wise choice. My knowledge is yours, Godwoken.
The spirit of a robed woman casts a critical eye over you.
You're less robust than I'd wish, Godwoken. You truly should have put more of an effort into developing your strength. I can help to bolster you. One last lesson in strength. There is a price, unfortunately. To excel at one skill is to neglect another. Improving your strength will sap your wits. Do you accept? It is done. Wield your strength wisely, Godwoken. Farewell.
Godwoken, come, time is short. Let's see how you measure up. Good. Very good. Normally I would test my pupil's acumen here, but I can sense that yours is well developed. An educator's intuition, let's say. There's always room for improvement, however, and I believe I can muster one final lesson. Intellect and reasoning come before all, of course. You must sacrifice an amount of learning in some other area in order to glean what I have to offer. Your sense of finesse. A fair bargain. True intelligence in exchange for a degree of sociability. Do you accept? It is done. My knowledge is yours. Use it wisely. The correct answer, by the way, was false. Godwoken. I'm afraid it's too late for me to help you. What little strength I carried into the art.
Perhaps we can harness its power somehow.
automaton still and silent before you. A faint glow pulsates from within its chest cavity, dormant perhaps. A compartment in the side of the contraption appears to be empty. There's a part missing. The capacitor sparks and fizzles. Then, the pulsating light begins circulating throughout the automaton. It rises. The automaton looms above you. A lone, glowing eye takes you in dispassionately.
Hello, Godwoken.
The automaton peers in close at your face.
You are a fine specimen. Most fine. Your arrival is long overdue. This is the Academy. It is a place of great learning. I am the Seneschal. I serve both those who teach and those who come to learn. Those like you. Allow me to show you.
The Sensual falls silent for a long moment, as if processing this question is quite taxing on its cognitive faculties.
It seems I was interfered with. My power supply was removed through force. The perpetrator is unclear. Inactivity has caused further damage. I cannot access my full faculties. Unfortunate, but I shall help you however possible. The Academy exists to help unveil the divine from amongst the Godwoken. You must enter the temple, then prove yourself in the arena of the One. It's quite simple. Defeat all others. Godwoken should usually be able to pass freely. Whoever tampered with me may have interfered with the Academy in other ways. Apologies, Godwoken. I trust you will be able to overcome any difficulties.
I have no idea what any of this means.
I can understand this reads, "In the footsteps of the Eternals," but what that means remains to be seen.
Looks like a library. Books. How thrilling.
Well spotted, genius.
You are Leonard Rawle. You are a Godwoken and a thief. You keep your secrets well, even from yourself. You are Leonard Rawle, Godwoken, thief. If you can't earn a place in Lucian's shadow, you're going to steal it. You think you'll find advantage in the Forbidden Library. But first you have to steal the keys. Your tutors have one each, but you can't risk getting caught. You'd earn yourself a trip to the Chancellor's chamber, one from which you suspect you would not return. Your best friend, Redulus, was your rival. You knew that he was weak. You made sure the Chancellor knew it too. And while your friend was in the Chancellor's secret room, you stole the capacitor from the Chancellor's own table. But then you heard a noise. You heard the sound of your best friend's murder. You fled. You hid the capacitors you had taken and set out to steal the rest. You were lurking here, plotting, when you were overtaken with a sense of love. You felt at peace. You felt Lucian's hand on your shoulder. You did not feel the sword blade enter your back. A hunger rises deep within you, a desire for the spirit source. This yearning is not yours, but it demands satisfaction. The hunger dies away, for now.
I must check on the Chancellor.
Finally, a place where we might find some answers.
I think I'm missing something here.
If the acorn doesn't catch up with us first.
The spirit of a rather old man dodders around, seemingly oblivious to the condition of the room. He turns and offers you a genial smile.
Ah, a new student. I admire your enthusiasm, but I'm just about to close the gallery for the evening. You'll have to return in the morning. Oh, come now, surely you must have heard of the gallery. That's the repository for the God-Woken tomes. All the powers that a God-Woken needs are documented in these tomes. The gallery is the most important part of the whole academy as far as I'm concerned. I will not allow it to be disrespected. I am Master Tremley, curator of the gallery. I'll be here at your service, of course, as you carry out your studies, but there's time for that yet. I'm closing for the night, as I said.
The ghost frowns with confusion, then wags a reprimanding finger at you.
You're new, so I won't report your insolence, but you had better learn some manners if you hope to make use of the gallery. I will not allow it to be disrespected. I
one came next? Ah, yes. I must check the chances.
An elegant and intelligent-looking lizard. She gives you a haughty look, then turns away. A hunger rises deep within you. The hunger dies away, for now.
I think I'm missing something here.
Which one came next? Ah, yes.
The ghost's memories slip easily into your mind. His name is Candor, and he thinks he's ready to ascend. He thinks he can be God-woken, ready to step up should Lucian lose the war. He's wrong. He'll die. He did die before he even made it to the Chancellor to ask for permission to fight in the Arena of the One. And what's more, he was murdered. You are Candor, and you are, you believe, ready to step up. Your tutors disagree, but you want the Chancellor to hear your case. Instead, you find a man you've never met, a great and powerful sorcerer. And as his shadow falls upon you, you realize that this is Lucian the Divine himself. He gives you a smile of the utmost benevolence and grace, and you realize, as Candor, that you are far from ready. You turn and flee towards the library to warn your tutors, but Lucian is too fast. He cuts you down. You're Candor the Godwoken, dead by the hand of the Divine. A hunger rises deep within you, a desire for his source. This yearning is not yours, but the hunger dies of...
I think I'm missing something here.
I think I'm missing something here.
Ow! I think I'm missing
I
something.
must check on the Chancellor.
I think I'm missing something here.
Very good. Back to the study.
I think I'm missing something here. I think I'm missing something here.
Her memories flow into you as water to a stream. You are Tarian Grey, you are Godwoken, but you will not be divine. You know this because you are in love with a colleague and rival. You are in love with Redulus, and he is in love with you. You have agreed to leave the Academy together, but now Redless is missing. Redless went to see the Chancellor, and you have not seen him since. You're on your way to the Chancellor's chambers when a man's voice calls your name. Lucian the Divine cups your chin, and a gentle pain stabs your heart. Lucian smiles at you, and then is gone, and you worry so for Redless. Believing it comes from her own mind, she realizes the truth. She was murdered by Lucian the Divine. Redless too must be dead, or he would have come for her by now. She bows her head and cries. She knows Redless went to see the Chancellor in his chambers. She did not know that Lucian was already there. She weeps. The automaton fixes its illuminated gaze upon you. The light within it flickers for a moment. It addresses you, garbled in places.
Godwalker, I am here to serve. Attend to your studies.
I can understand this reads, "In the footsteps of the Eternals," but what that means remains to be seen.
Back to the study.
I think I'm missing something here. I think I'm missing something here.
I must check on the Chancellor.
The phantom bird pecks at the stone beneath her with a scarred and blood-flecked beak. She glowers up at you with one gimlet eye.
Student of the arena, or master. You even beat Murga in Driftwood? That little firecracker was always my favorite. I have an even greater challenge for you. Beyond lies an eternal construct of great destructive force. There, you can prove in trial by combat that you are indeed the one I have waited for. The one. There can be only a single one. If you wish to be the one to claim that regal glory, I suggest you hurry up.
An automaton, massive and imposing, creaks to life as you approach.
You must leave. You are not divine. You must leave or die. You can not win this fight.
Nice. Oh, lucky find.
Have you completed my challenge? Have you felled the construct? My congratulations on becoming the singular Godwoken to follow the ancient rituals of the arena. You are now the One.
The spirit ruffles her feathers and stares deeply into your eyes. You feel a powerful energy flood through you, a powerful energy that stays with you.
Happy are those who feast on the fallen. Welcome back, most avid practitioner. Though my heart urges you to go forth and find your way in the world, your world, the world of the One.
Interesting. May still be in working order. Interesting. May still be in working order.
Ah, I think I'm missing something here. Ah, I think I'm missing something here. Ah, I think I'm missing something here. Ow!
His memory comes to you like a hound to its master. Your name is Redulus, and you are Godwoken. But you know that you can never be divine. You are in love with Tarion, your rival, and that love makes you weak. You hear rumors of a god king who would free you to be with Tarion. You seek the Chancellor's knowledge of this king, but when you find the Chancellor, he lies dead. A figure stands over him. Lucian, the great divine. He smiles at you and bids you approach him. He lays a hand upon your shoulder, and his blade slices your gut. As you fall, poor Redulus, you know that you will never see your Tarion again. Redulus awakens as if from a daze. He takes what would have been a breath, were he still alive, and breaks into a run. The lovers stare into each other's eyes, together at last. Tarion registers your presence for the first time. She smiles at you in gratitude. Redulus gives you a nod of acknowledgement. You know they'll leave now for the Hall of Echoes. They turn to each other.
Welcome to the Forbidden Library. Do not fear the truth, though it smash your world to pieces. Do not fear the truth about the gods. The gods destroy what they have made. You think them cruel, but they are not. They own us, and will do with us what they must.
A thought arrives from deep within, a single word: lies.
Redulus sought the secrets of the gods. Redulus sought the God King, and Redulus died at Lucian's hand.
Hunger rises deep within you. You, or the thing inside you, wants his source so badly you can taste it. The hunger dies away, for now. You feel lightheaded. The gods now seem like tyrants, feeding upon their worshippers' source, like their cattle raised to be slaughtered.
Jump to a conclusion and you might fall off a cliff. People do what they do for a lot of reasons. There might be more to this story.
Raised as cattle? Not at all. Cattle are worth so much more to their owners. This is callous, even for the Seven.
Your time will come, and sooner than you think.
The automaton fixes its illuminated gaze upon you. The light within it...
Godwalker, I am here to say... This is paramount.
So, this is it. The Temple of the One.
At last, this journey is almost done.
Godwoken. Are your studies complete?
Look here. My erstwhile comrade in arms. My newfound mortal enemy. Behold the Prince of Darkness. I cannot be denied. Not even death can stop me. I have answered the God King's call. One day he'll answer to me, undead and undefeated.
You face a familiar foe. Before you was a dwarf you once knew, or at least thought you did. You see in his sneer a new beast. Nobility twisted into arrogance, coarseness turned to cruelty.
The God King has birthed a new son. I don't fight the coming storm. I am the coming storm, and you won't be escaping it, old friend.
Much to your surprise, you encounter Ifan Ben Medst once more, but wasn't he dead?
Alive? I am far from alive. I am sworn to the Covenant. And you too will be far from alive after I face you in the arena of the One.
He smirks, and something awful glitters in the void behind his eyes. Something you never saw there before, something you hope never to see again.
You've made it far, sorcerer. Too far.
The Black Ring still swarms all over the island. My followers did their duty and bought me time to get here. I will honor their sacrifice after I make it to the wellspring and ascend.
Alexander offers only a stoic nod in affirmation, his eyes glowering intensely.
This is how it is meant to be. How my father intended it to be. Even here he guides me to my destiny. Of course he did! Every Godwoken here was a threat to his legacy, so he did away with them. Now, Once I'm rid of you, I will be free to succeed him. I am destined to be the Divine. Don't try to meddle with destiny.
Alexander's resolve visibly crumbles under the force of your words. When he speaks, his voice is a croak.
It's a curse to be a great man's son, you know. Truly a curse. How could I ever hope to lead the world out of darkness, when I can't even escape my father's shadow? Someone stronger than me needs to become the next Divine of Rivellon. I think you have what it takes. I will do everything I can to support you.
Are your studies complete, Godwoken? All Godwoken have completed their studies. I take you now to the arena of the One. The wellspring awaits the victor. There you may fall, or you may rise. So it begins. The first Godwoken to enter the wellspring of Ascension becomes divine. May the new divine be worthy. For the rest, may she have mercy on your soul. To the wellspring of Ascension. Begin.
So this is it. The arena of the One. I'll stand to my word, sorcerer. Godwoken. Whatever happens here, I'll fight at your side.
I need aid! And mine alone!
So good of you to come, God-Awoken. You know, you are many things, but above all, you are reliable. Reliable to the point of being predictable. You came to the wellspring. I followed. The Lady Vengeance is, after all, my ship. And now here we all are.
It is time, mistress.
She gives you a long and steady look, as if it is the last time you shall see each other for the rest of eternity. Then she dips her chin in acknowledgement. You are almost her equal.
Yes, Reederman. It is time.
What are you doing here, traitor? Does your scheming never end? I believed you, Dallas, when you told me I was chosen. But all this time, you were lying. You were trying to prevent my ascension. So disappointing. But your games end here. It is time for me to claim my birthright. The Godwoken shall ascend.
You were right, mistress. He is an imbecile.
Not an imbecile, just misguided. Wiser ones than him were lured by the promise of all that power, and it brought them to nothing but ruin. It brought me ruin. Anyway, it all ends now. You see, Alexander, divinity isn't the solution to the world's ills. Divinity is the problem. I am here to fix that. And now, finally!
She raises the Aeterin. Like a divining rod to water, it seeks the wellspring, and finds it. The device hums to life.
There is no value in further debating the matter. Your time and that of your passenger has come to an end.
We are done, mistress.
Yes, Breedeman, we are done. And so too, Godwoken, are you. Soon you shall be little more than relics of a bygone time, and this place shall be your tomb. Goodbye.
It might be wise to look for a way out of here.
Really? Do you think so?
If I didn't know our shield had everything under control, I'd think we were in big trouble.
Don't know about you, but I'm good and ready to get gone.
Ah, yes, I'm having a lovely day, thank you. Now kindly shut up and move.
Hush and move.
Our shield speaks, Quercus. Prick up your phantom ears.
The ritual has failed. The structure lies in ruins, but you have at least survived. You should feel relief, disappointment, confusion, anything but the rage that wells up from deep within you. The rage grows, burning hotter than the volcano itself, tearing at you, seeking to overpower your senses. The red mist wants to descend. The red mist feels like it does not belong to you. The red mist feels alive. And it wants you. A familiar figure materializes before you. A copy of yourself, enraged. Your own face glowers at you in hateful fury. It opens its mouth. And your furious god begins to speak.
I called a hero from the chaff. I called him here to me. I called a hero from below, and he shall set us free. Hear and heed my call, my love. Your hand is mine to hold. Hear and heed my call, my love. I've secrets to unfold. You are mine, you are my own. Your life belongs to me. You are mine, you are my own. My champion to be.
She gives you a look of the deepest, darkest contempt.
My mistake. I saved you. I guided you. I blessed you. I built you into what you are. I made you. I asked much of you, but I gave you everything you needed to reach your goal. And yet, you failed me. And you felt you could throw me a bone.
A memory returns. A sacrifice at an altar on the island. Zolstissa smiles and seems to grow.
I admit I ate that bone. Now I must do the job for which you were made. Now I must wield what's left of my power and become the one god, savior of the kin and lord of Riverlon. Give me your body and soul, now before the others come. There can be only one now. Give yourself to me. never learn your lesson, do you? I gave you life. Now I take it away.
The Titan lies in pieces before you. The god controlling it is dead by your hand. Lava roils as earthquakes rumble around you. Shockwaves of sound pierce the air, the growl of shifting ground. Suddenly, a voice echoes in your mind. It's Malady. Where the hell are you, she calls. Ah, find my beacon. We need to get out of here now. Her voice crackles and dissipates in your mind.
I guess when I said never again, I really meant once or twice more. Okay. 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 The Hall of Echoes once more. Or home away from home. Close indeed. You almost became a god, and instead you're still... you. At least you managed to murder one of the 7. Quite the spectacle. I've never seen anything so... Let's talk about this later. I need to rest. We've still one big jump to go, but... it'll have to wait.
She casts her gaze around, taking in the streaming bluish ether. She breathes a deep, ragged breath.
At least, it's quite beautiful here, isn't it? I'm going to take a rest, sort myself out. I suggest you do the same. Speak to the ship if you need me. She'll know where to find me. This may be your last bit of respite before the storm blows in again, Godwoken. Enjoy it. You deserve that much.